Hey everybody, and welcome back to Grandma's Corner 2020. Well, we're going to read a book today called The Reason for a Flower. It's kind of a long book and it's a little bit more educational, but it's very interesting to learn why we have flowers and what nature does for us to allow us to live on this earth. The Reason for a Flower by Ruth. So thank you, Ruth. All right, let's get crack-a-lackin'. Birds and bees and these sip nectar from the flowers. Nectar is the sweet stuff that's inside flowers that attracts insects and bats and birds. And as they search for more and more pollen from the flower before goes to the next one, they explore. So they're searching for more nectar, and as they touch each of the flowers, a little bit of the pollen, which is the yellow stuff, that drives your family crazy in the springtime, sneezing and hacking and stuff. That's the yellow stuff that collects on to the bees and insects, and then they go from flower to flower to flower to flower, and that's how the flowers are able to multiply. Some pollen travels in the breeze without the help of birds or bees, and very often makes you sneeze. That is true. From an anther on a stamen, pollen grains must travel and stay in a little while. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot this part over here. From an anther on a stamen, here's the anther and here's the stamen, to a stigma on a style. These are all different names for parts of flowers. Pollen grains must travel and stay in a little while, and then you'll see the reason. I remember learning about this in college. For each flower, and even weeds, the reason for a flower is to manufacture, which means to make, seeds that have a cover of one kind or another. Some grow inside a juicy fruit, and it's not odd to find them growing in a pod. So here's a pod of peas, and those peas are the seeds. Look at all these different kinds of seeds. I bet you know most of them. Coconut, watermelon, avocado, tomato, pomegranate, bell pepper. All these fruits and vegetables that we eat have seeds. Seeds travel far and wide. Some even like to hitch a ride upon a bike or on a shoe. Squirrels hide them and forget that they do. They hide acorns. Some have burrs that stick to furs and travel at a gallop. Let's go back to this one. So here is a seed that's catching a ride on a bike. And here's a seed catching a ride on the rabbit's foot. And this seed we talked about is from the acorn. Seeds can settle anywhere they find water, sun, and air, and then grow roots and stems and leaves. So these are root vegetables because the part of the vegetable that we eat grows under the ground. So we've got a radish and a leek and a carrot. And this is probably, this is corn, We don't eat the root part. We do eat what is made on the stalks. And this, oh, that's a beet, and this is a radish. Some seeds grow up to be trees. So all these trees started from one little teeny tiny seed. Isn't that amazing? They grow where it's very dry. Does that look like a desert? We can tell probably with the cactus, and we have a snake. And they grow where it's very wet. So these are more water plants. These may not look like flowers, but they are the most important yet. Rice and barley, corn are cereals that we need to eat. Millet, bamboo are a treat for, this is bamboo right here, animals who don't eat meat. They are called herbivorous. So when you are an herbivore, you eat only plants. And these animals are called herbivorous animals. Would you believe these plants eat meat? What? And they are called carnivorous. So when you are a carnivore, you eat meat. So these plants are carnivorous. Though the kind of meat that they eat are insects. So they fall inside these traps of plants, pitcher plants. There's water inside. They can't get out, and that's what they eat, the insects. The largest flower ever found grows in the jungle near the ground. A parasite clinging tight to the roots of trees that feed it. It's 3 feet wide, or maybe 4, and weighs 15 pounds. And sometimes more, and has a nasty odor. Let's see if I can pronounce this. Rafflesia is its name. That is a big plant. But here's a flower that owes its fame to smelling very sweet. And scientists agree that magnolias seem to be a prehistoric family. So these magnolias, which we have around today, and they're absolutely beautiful, they were around when the dinosaurs roamed. Very, very old. All flowers are angiosperm. That's an ancient Grecian term. Here are just a very few products made from them for you. Paper, straw, wood, candy, coffee, tea, popcorn, chocolate, pasta, perfume, bread, cork, rubber, rope, cotton, and medicine. These all come from plants. I bet you didn't know that. Well, that's why Grandma's here to teach you. And the good old mushroom. Plants that have no flowers are fascinating too. This one has become a plum. So you see blossoms on the fruit trees, and this is how it changes into finally the fruit we eat. which is a beautiful plum. Well, that is the end of the reason for a flower. So do you think flowers are pretty important for people who live here on Earth? That they provide much of the food that we eat. So it's really important that we take care of our flowers, and really important that we take care of the insects who take the pollen and transfer it from flower to flower, which gives us more fruits and vegetables. So I hope you enjoyed learning about this today. I enjoyed reading the book, and all my friends, they're getting a little tired. It's nighttime. We're in our nighttime gear, and we're heading off to bed. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I look forward to seeing you next time when we are going to read How Spiders Saved Halloween. Who doesn't like Halloween? All right, ta-ta for now.